So I'm trying not to be intimidated by all this. Hi, everybody. We're grateful for the opportunity to gather here today and discuss some potential changes to the board, and in particular for us, the potential closure of Hill Park. I'm Janice Reese, and I'm part of the Art Smart team at Hill Park. We'd like to take a little time to shed a bit of light on something that is working, something that is engaging our students, dare I say staff as well, and even our community, and something that we as a board cannot afford to lose regardless of the final decision regarding the future of our school building. The programs we currently run at Hill Park are a natural outgrowth of 50 years of musicals, concert bands, choirs, which we now call vocal ensembles to get more people out. And we've been very fortunate. Mr. Mark Reese is also part of our team, and he was the one who introduced music theater as a course way back in the day, and we piloted it at Hill Park as a ministry program. And then when we got to the opportunity with Mr. Spence here of having a partnership with Theatre Ancaster, we were approached and asked to submit our application for that, and we've got Mr. Gord Conroy here to discuss why we were chosen and what we offered in his eyes.
Thank you, Mrs. Reese. My name is Gord Conroy. I'm president of Theatre Ancaster, and one of the things that Janice has already mentioned is that a few years ago, the idea of setting up an Art Smart program was considered by the board and then recommended, and it really came about, I guess, because of Chris Spence, who was in Mr. Malloy's position at that time. And there were different parameters that were possible for the program, but the decision was that it would be a co-op program set up at a high school, and that Theatre Ancaster would be involved as the co-op partner. Hill Park was chosen as the particular school in which the program would run. As a result of this, there were some changes made to the auditorium, and the program began, well, it's in its 4th year now, and has had quite an impact on the community, on the students, and of course has had the advantage of being able to bring students who are particularly interested in the arts to a school for a semester to participate. And I guess the most impressive thing that has happened are the kind of comments that are made by students. We've heard this from all the other high schools here tonight, and we'll hear it from other high schools, of course, throughout the county, and that is that there are tremendous teachers there, and that there are tremendous opportunities for students. Well, this is also true for the students who came to Hill Park. And they came from many different schools, and they came with different degrees of trepidation. And I think it's a testament to the people that I worked with at Hill Park in this particular program that all the students who came found a welcoming environment and an environment in which the arts flourish. So I'm going to stop at that point.
We as an arts team are fully vested in the development, implementation, and nurturing of our partnerships with the Hamilton Conservatory of the Arts and Theatre Ancaster. We're constantly reassessing our needs, our clientele, and directions of the team. Following the success of the introduction of Art Smart 4 years ago, we were asked by the board to house a POC, a program of choice in the performing arts. That brought Hamilton up to speed with other boards in having a designated school offering specialized program in the arts. As a result, we've created Reach Ahead partnerships, building upgrades. Over $200,000 were put into our auditorium to bring it to standards. We have a dance studio. We put in ministry grants and private applications for recording equipment. We're excited to say that things just keep moving forward. Literally thousands of our elementary students have been through our doors over the past 3 years. We've actually been able to supply the elementary teachers with curriculum packages to make it an even more meaningful experience. We also have our Summer Reach Ahead program, which in its first year had 60 students, second year over 100, and projected enrollment for this year alone is 200. Why does this work? We believe that we're centrally located. We have an equipped building with air coolant system, and this is all crucial to its success. And it also makes it a more meaningful building to be accessible by our community. Our newly completed dance studio is on our list that we've just managed to do. We have many projects on the go and an ongoing attempt to engage students, enrich program, and to remain competitive. We all know of the new Bishop Ryan building that's going to be built with all the bells and whistles geared towards performing arts, and what the spec has said is that it's a full auditorium with on-site recording and television studios. That puts us in a rather difficult position to remain competitive. We really can't compete with this with the CAFA gym-atorium, and I know that that's sometimes something that's going to be looked at in the new school. We have a wonderfully situated, bus-accessible, wheelchair-accessible, air-conditioned building that can provide us with the bare bones or a skeleton of an amazing facility. Why does it work? We have staff, next one. We have staff who are fully invested both professionally and emotionally, who have worked diligently to foster a spirit of collaboration amongst the arts teachers, but amongst the entire staff as well. We're very fortunate at Hill Park to be able to say that 90% of our total staff are engaged with the arts in some fashion. We provide a safe place for students to excel, for at-risk students to re-engage, and for all students to reach their potential. And most importantly, I'd like to point out that we do not look for perfection in our applicants, but a passion for the arts, a commitment to the self. We really want to know that they're committed to growing as a person. We already have established working relationships with our partners. We are accessible to all. And in the future, we currently draw from Hamilton and the surrounding area. We've had students who were previously homeschooled re-engage with the system. 16% of our current students are from the Hamilton Winters District Catholic School Board. Other boards are looking at our model to come up with programs like this and have used what we're doing as HP as the basis for what they've started with. We also are very fortunate to be able to say that we also garner support from, we have students from Caledonia, Guelph, and Grimsby also in our program. To continue on with the program, we really have 3 requirements. We need an auditorium. A CAFA gym-atorium just is not a meaningful theatrical experience if we really honor what the arts are trying to do. You need a collaborative team, and with a proven record of facilitating growth and a central location. What we're looking for is a board that will stand by its commitment to its students and its arts programming, and provide a location that will be accessible to all so that they continue. We'd like to finish up with a comment from one of our graduates who's been through the program for a couple of years.
Okay. So good evening, my name is Naomi Downer, and I graduated from Hill Park in 2010. And during my time at HP, I had the privilege of growing up in a nurturing environment, learning about myself and the world surrounded by a strong community, while discovering my strengths and passions in an institution rich in creativity and intellect. I carry Hill Park with me wherever I go. I think most of us in this room have had teachers in high school who pushed our limits, who knew you could do better and encouraged you to do so. Perhaps a science teacher asking you to redo an experiment, a gym teacher telling you to improve on that dreaded beep test, or a woodshop teacher telling you to remake your final project. For me, although the beep test is definitely not my best friend, the teachers who pushed me the most are the teachers I am here to speak of today. Janice Reese, Mark Reese, Kelly George Dalgleish are the foundation of Hill Park's Art Smart program. I've had Mrs. Reese asking me to sing the soprano part, Mr. Reese showing me the harmony that I couldn't hear, and Mrs. George telling me to work on my left-turned pirouettes, which really still don't work out, I'm sorry. And I can't forget that Gord Conroy and Al Croxall of Theatre Ancaster telling me to walk with more purpose and to incorporate with the audience as much as I can. I just want to thank you for this opportunity, and the teachers and the program. This is what actually makes Hill Park. I realize you can all think of your high schools and you can all remember those amazing days. I am telling you that Hill Park, the teachers, and the Art Smart program are the key of education. They exemplify it, and they are the reason that I'm here, and they are the reason that I'm proud to be here. Thank you.
thoughts. Good to see you again.
Thank you very much.
Always appreciate all the thoughts from the folks at Lancaster Theatre. Any questions for clarification? Let's start with student trustee Shannon.
Mr. Chair, thank you so much for the presentation. I was just wondering if all students who apply for the program are accepted to the program?
Well, we have an umbrella of program of choice. Any student who says, I love the arts, I want to experience more arts courses, they're in.
And to follow up, I was just wondering how all students are engaged when the nature of theater itself is to really focus on a few superstars. Like, how does the program engage all students?
Absolutely. They have production roles as well as up front. They do something on stage, something behind the stage. They write the shows, they produce them, they do videography. We absolutely commit to making each kid a vital part of what we're doing.
Okay, thank you. And I think I've seen trustee Brennan.
Yes, I just, I was happy to hear that the dance studio is almost completed. Is completed. I didn't realize we had done a dance studio, so that's very exciting. I just wanted to know though, and I'm not sure if it's to this group, or, Mr. Chair, or to the staff, but I do want to know if that means there's a dance program at Hill Park, and is that the only dance program in any secondary school?
Can I speak to that?
Yeah, go
Dance is offered at other secondary schools. We're privileged at Hill Park. It is one of our arts credits. At other schools, it's a phys ed credit, and we have the dance studio tied up with it.
Sure, thank you for that.
Excellent, appreciate that, thank you. Any other questions for clarification? Seeing none, thank you all for coming tonight and having your say and well said. And excellent moral support on that. I need somebody to move recommendation to receive. Thank you, trustee Orban. I need a seconder to receive. Thank you, trustee White. All in favor of receiving the presentation? All in, thank you. So that's unanimous.